Everybody, it's another episode of the AGNCY, the local ATX Creatives podcast. I'm your host, Sterling Coker. Yeah, man, it has been kind of a stressful couple of days. I've had a lot of technical issues going on lately, but I don't know, it's all good. I've figured a lot of it out. A lot of it was really just me needing to be more patient in what I do. This is just a reminder, back up your stuff. Always back up your things. But yeah, so it's been a little bit of a hectic past couple of days. I've been struggling to get a lot of the podcast stuff together. However, back on track this week. So yeah, we're just gonna start from there. So today, I want to make it real quick and simple. It's been nice and sunny here in Austin, Texas. I've gotten some sunlight out inside today. Went kayaking along it was the Colorado River. And sorry, I'm sidetracking right now, but we went kayaking today. Not today, but a couple days ago. We got super sunburnt. And but it's a lot of fun, you know. It's good to get some outside time, you know. Doing a lot of this technology stuff, you tend to spend a lot of time inside. And you tend to spend a lot of time behind a computer. So I'm just always trying to change up my strategy, change up my day-to-day, and try to keep things interesting and try to keep keep me motivated and keep my mental health going. So yeah, get some outside time if you're in this industry and you're always inside. So yeah, we went kayaking. It was a lot of fun. Here in Austin, it's always a great time on the Colorado River. But yeah, back to the day's episode. So today, we'll make it short and sweet today. But we're going to talk about user testing, and this applies to kind of some of the technical stuff that is I'm being super vague, but I'm referring to my website and some issues I had with it a couple days ago. But this all applies to, your website, your Instagram profile, your Facebook page, your LinkedIn page, your, Medium, your website, really in general. That's what this really applies to. So today we're going to talk about user testing. Now, the big tech companies like Microsoft, Apple, Google, they're super, super famous for always user testing. And you'll see, if you follow guys like Russell Brunson, you'll see, ClickFunnels, that's what they're all about, is A/B testing. User testing, I have my slides pulled up here again on Instagram. You can check us out, AGNCYTX on Instagram. Follow us. But yeah, it's pretty easy to user test your website. So I always recommend taking like a friend, family member, loved one, someone you know, and basically, what you want to do is you want to show them your website, and preferably someone that has never seen your website before, right? So you want to show them your website and then quickly close out the page. Now, after you allow them, a couple of seconds, you want to ask, do they know, could they, from that few seconds, let's just say they say that 0.5 seconds is kind of the amount of time that it takes to leave an impression on someone when they look at your website or your design, right? You only have about like half a second to really grab their attention or impress them or motivate them to do something next, right? To take that next step. So after you ask them to look at your website and close out the web page, you want to ask them could they tell what your company does, and if they knew how to get in touch next with you or your company or your business, right? And so, that's what you really need to focus on here is within that half a second, do they have all of the information they need? Can they see all of the information they need? At a quick glance of your website or your business, your business's LinkedIn profile or your business's Instagram page. Can someone tell what you do and know how to get in touch with you next? Those are like the two huge factors that you need to answer that will just help with growth and help you get more traction, more engagement, more impressions, which we all hopefully leads up to more sales or more clients. And it's super easy to do. You can do this with really, I mean, all of your profiles. Like, so a huge strategy that I always recommend, and if you're not using it right now, you need to, but Instagram story highlights, right? So there's a couple strategies where you can use reels and then post reels to your stories highlights. There's, and it makes your profile, like your Instagram profile, look 10 times better. It makes it look so much more clean. It makes it look like you know what you're doing, you're keeping up, that you're active, and it just shows that you care about your brand and what your business is doing on social, right? So that's a huge thing for Instagram. Definitely Facebook. Like, I recently did this, but pinning like a video. I think video content is, extremely engaging. Obviously, TikTok is like one of the hottest apps right now, so video content is obviously the way to go, because it just captures people's attention the best. So pinning a video, like I have, like for AGNCY, we have a company video pinned to the top of our Facebook profile that kind of explains what we do, who we are as a company, right? And so, that's a huge way to utilize user testing on your different social media profiles. As far as your website goes, I mentioned Russell Brunson and ClickFunnels because I think that's such an effective way to, the whole lead pages idea, the whole funnel strategy. I think that is amazing. So I have actually tried to implement that within AGNCY as to answer your questions. So it's like, first of all, you have to answer questions as to like, okay, why are they on your website? And then when they're on their website, what are they gonna see, right? So a lot of times, UI UX designers will tell you, well, people's eyes glance to the left of the screen naturally, so I like to put boom right there, and in the top left hand corner, obviously you see like the logo, menu bar stuff, but also like on the actual like homepage, I like to put exactly what we do. And then after they get done reading that, their eyes goes to the right. So someone's eyes gets done reading our kind of tagline, our mission statement, whatever you want to put at the beginning of your homepage, and then leads their eyes to the right, which shows a video, right? So after they get done reading, they click on the video, they watch the video, and then beneath the video is some wording. So it's leading them downwards, right? So, and when you read a web page, there's been a lot of research behind when you're reading a web page, it's like how we read normally, right? So left to right, and then you go down. It's like a Z motion, right? That's kind of how we read, especially here in the US. So it's kind of a Z motion, right? So that's essentially how I've been designing my website, to put, important information on the, left-hand screen or the left-hand side of your homepage, and then it lead to something that's going to keep, because you want to keep capturing their attention. That's the whole idea, is that each thing is going to capture their attention. Each thing is going to grab their attention and motivate them to do something else. So those are just a few ideas and a few strategies and tips on how we like to user test. It's how I user test with all of the social media profiles. Again, these social media and technology companies understand this, which is why they allow you to have story highlights. They allow you to have pinned posts. They allow you to have, your most important kind of aspect up front at the beginning, is because they understand all these aspects of design and what Apple calls the human interface design skills, or what is it called? Guidelines. Apple's human interface design guidelines. It's a really cool document. I've been reading it. It's taken me a while because it's just pretty. There's a lot to it, but fascinating stuff. UI UX is something I find very interesting, which is basically web design, and you can take those concepts and apply them to your social media profiles to increase your engagement and to hopefully increase sales and get you more clients. So yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about today. Again, like I said, I was having some technical difficulties, some technical errors with my website. fixing that up. I'm going to be adding a podcast page to my website so we can start funneling people straight directly to that web page, right? So working on a lot of back-end stuff, working on email campaigns as always, and so finally got everything up and going. So I'm just going to be hustling, grinding every single day, keeping it going, stay motivated, stay positive. I'll be back tomorrow with another lesson and some more tips and strategies. So take care and have a great day or rest of your week, depending on when I post this.